I don't know how I'm gonna start this shit off. Well, so basically, this movie is about back and forth between Reggie being in a nursing home and then Mike being there with them. Then they're in this whole other alternate reality where they're fighting all these fucking goons and shit. The tall man says that if Reggie messes with the plan or the process, he won't be able to have his family. And his family, and he said he didn't want his imaginary goons, so Reggie saves Mike, I think. Um, there's another part where he meets this girl Dawn, and she ends up dying. He meets a guy in the barn. He ends up dying. Um, but at the very beginning, he gets his car back, and that other guy ends up getting killed. And throughout the movie, it's just a process between him going back to the nursing home and him waking up with Mike in this whole alternate reality, which makes no sense. Um, Fuck, I'm trying to think. I know that Reggie's trying. Apparently, Reggie got diagnosed with dementia, and I mean, I love that Reggie's back in this movie. I really do. He's my favorite character, and Mike too. Then there's parts where they're like in this like apocalyptic or apocalypse, and then there's these balls that took over. Well, the spear balls that took over the world, and there's balls that are like spikes, and if it attaches to you, it explodes your fucking head. But then apparently, I don't know. Like there's like 100 of the tall men, and like because they're from different dimensions and stuff. And there's parts where Reggie's in the bed, and he meets the tall man, saying the tall man's always watching him. And then there's other parts of the movie where I guess Jody's alive. I know Mike's alive. And apparently, I mean, I love the cheesy ass lines. I forgot to mention that in Phantasm V Oblivion. I love the cheesy fucking lines from Reggie. It's so awesome. I love. At the end of the movie, he gets his iconic shotgun back, and then he's fighting off these people with Mike and stuff. And then at the end, he's in a car. He's with Mike and Jody driving off. And there's another part where he's in a nursing home and he dies. And all I gotta say is that part really pissed me off because he is my favorite character of the fucking franchise. I'm trying to figure this out. What is real and not real? Is Reggie dying in a hospital bed real, or is him driving off with Mike and Jody is that real? I'm confused. I don't know. But they don't explain it, which I like because I like to figure out what all of it means. But apparently the ending, like, it lets you pick. Did Reggie either survive or die? And you very clearly see him die in the hospital bed, but he's alive with Reggie. He's alive with Mike and Jody in a car. Like, none of it makes fucking sense. But the thing that I didn't like about this movie was the fucking bad green screen and CGI, and also the practical effects. I get it's a low budget movie, but I mean you could have done better. But I still liked it either way, only because of Reggie and Mike and the other characters. But I still don't know what the fuck's going on, so I'm gonna have to watch a video explaining the whole franchise and the whole series. And why would they describe Reggie with dementia if the whole story is basically revolved around Mike? That really makes no sense. Maybe it's both Reggie and Mike. Who knows? I don't fucking know. Well, basically, this is the last Ravager Phantasm movie. I'm kind of pissed that it's the last Phantasm movie because I would love this shit to keep going on, but they apparently wanted to make a movie of Bruce Campbell, which would have cost a lot of money. They want to make bigger, higher budget movies, and they couldn't because low budget. and they don't do that good at the box office. So a bunch of the films went straight to DVD and streaming. But I hope that they sometime in the future they find a way to get more money and then make another Phantasm movie. I know they can't get the tall man back, Angus Scrim, because he died back in 2016. But they could get someone else to play the tall man, or they could just CGI his ass or AI his ass. Either way, no one's replacing the tall man. But yep, that's pretty much about it. If I had to give this final Phantasm movie a rating, which is Phantasm Ravager or Phantasm V or Phantasm V, I give it, since it's the final movie, besides all the horrible shit about it, I probably give it an 8. I give it a fucking 8. The reason why I do that is because I love Reggie, I love Mike, I love Jody, I love all those characters. And I like the cheesy ass lines. I love the acting in the movie. The directing was horrible. The practical effects was horrible. The CGI and the green screen, everything else like that was horrible. But all the characters and stuff, I liked it. I really did. But yep, that is pretty much about it. And I'm moving on probably to I'll probably think of it franchise, but mainly next week, or like Monday, will be the Creep Tape Season 2, Episode 1 through 6. I'll do 2 a day, and then Thursday I'll do like a movie. But yep, that's pretty much about it.